A historic heat wave is sweeping across the world. Now, scorching temperatures have left more than 1,000 people dead in Europe. The UK clocked temperatures Tuesday at over 104 degrees Fahrenheit, the nation's hottest day on record. And in the US, millions of people in 28 states are under excessive heat warnings or advisories. Well, joining us now is Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley. Dan, the heat was so bad in the UK that two major companies experienced cloud server outages. What can you tell us about that?
That's right. Oracle and Google, their cloud businesses, actually went down and knocked out a few websites because of this excessive heat. Now, when you look at these kinds of centers or facilities, they're really just giant computer farms with a bunch of air conditioning keeping them cold. In fact, some companies have gone to such lengths as to just start up server farms and dump them in the ocean and let the water keep them cold that way. But because they can't do that for everything, and obviously this is a kind of, you hope, once in a generation issue here, that the problem was that they just couldn't stay cold enough. And so they knocked them offline. It's the same way that, your phone, if you let it sit out in the sun, will turn off on you. At least mine did recently when I was playing basketball. The same thing with the computer. As it overheats, it starts to shut down, and then you can't use it as often. And so that's exactly what happened here.
And Dan, it wasn't only some of these larger tech giants, or I should say those companies. In this case, Nintendo also weighing in, telling gamers not to play Switch during the heat wave because it could cause some issues as well. Yeah, it's the same exact concept here. Any kind of electronic that we have that's, even those without fans, but the Switch itself has fans built into it. It's not exactly a big space for air to move inside. So if it gets too hot, it's just going to shut down. And so they're telling people, look, if you're in a hot area, if you're outside in the heat, do not play your Switch because you could damage it permanently. I think I would say the same thing about the laptops that we have and the phones that we have. You got to be really careful with them outside. Certainly do. A very serious story here. Dan Howley, thanks so much for that.